Oh, wow, I have a viewer. Hi, whoever you are. I'm just getting this set up. You're quick. I'm gonna change the title. I've been struggling to figure out chat. I think I just had a glitch earlier. Okay. So yeah, there it is. I'm set up. I'm gonna just leave this up and look for comments occasionally. Um, if anybody has anything they'd like to talk to me about, or questions, or just needs somebody to talk to listen, I'm definitely here. Um, yeah, I'll be looking at the chat very frequently. I'm actually gonna put my headphones in because I think I was getting some weird feedback loop. Sorry if you guys could hear that too. That was really obnoxious. Okay, I think I got the headphones figured out. What I was trying to do is pull my phone out so I could watch the chat from a more comfortable spot because this chair really isn't comfortable. And that way, if anybody said anything or wanted to talk, I'd be right there and could pop right back onto the screen and talk to you about it. So I'm going to try that again and hopefully not get that horrible feedback. Okay, do you guys hear that? I'm actually going to put my headphones in because I think I was getting some weird feedback loop. Sorry if you guys could hear that too. That was really obnoxious. I think I got the headphones figured out. What I was trying to do is pull my phone out so I could watch the chat from a comfortable spot. Because this I hope that annoying buzzing is gone. Um, every time I try to pull up my stream on my phone, I get this high pitch. I can't hear it from my headphones or through my computer, so I'm hoping that with my phones off, it's gone. But if you guys could let me know if that's like an ongoing thing, then I need to figure out what's going on. I'd appreciate that. In the meantime, any requests on what we should watch on YouTube?
Thank you very much. Thank you. I need that. Thank you. I'm broken, so please blow me from afar. That is what I need. Thank you very much for coming out. I don't know what my problems are actually. You know, I got problems. My therapist says I'm a devaluing narcissist. And I sat down in the chair. She's like, you know, your problem is, Drew, you're a devaluing narcissist. Like, ouch. That's tough to hear, especially from the worthless piece of shit who's obviously jealous of me. Like, I don't know what your problem is, lady. Clearly, you have your own insecurities that you're projecting onto the smartest person you've ever met. Is that something all of them ugly people do, or just you?
I really wish there was a way that I could get this to where I could see the chat on my phone. So if anybody has something to say, I didn't have to sit right here in front of my computer.
No, sadness and depression are very different things, right? Sadness is like something happens in your life, and temporarily you feel sad about it. Depression is a medical condition where you see things for what they are. That's what depression is. People are like, hey, what's wrong? You're like, I don't know, the truth? Like, what do you not see? Like, they try to medicate you when you're depressed, which I think is kind of up in those commercials. Like, it's something wrong with you. Like, are you down? Are you in a rain cloud hopping around? Take this drug, turn that rain into sunshine. It's like, yeah, but maybe I'm down because I noticed that the world is out. Like, what are you not? Like, happy people, what the? Like, what are you not seeing? Shouldn't happy people be medicated? Isn't that the illness? Right, the commercial shouldn't be, are you down? The commercial should be, are you thrilled to be here? Like, do you have an easy time meeting people or making friends? Do you get along seamlessly at work functions? Well, take a pill, you sociopath. What's wrong with you? How is that just how you are? You're fine with all of this? No fear, no anxiety, nothing? None? Do you know you're dying with a like other than bother you once a day? The fact that this all ends at the end one day, just black forever, there's no stopping it. Life is just slowly leaking out of your future corpse. There's nothing you can do.
I really hope at some point today, I'm gonna leave this on for a long time. I really hope at some point someone wants to talk.
There's no escape. The only way out is to get a gun. And it's a weird commercial. Like, I don't know why. You know why it gets so heavy? It's too heavy for a 30-second Super Bowl ad, I think. That's why it's like, I'm not a narcissist implies that, like, I don't value other people. That's not what it is. I just think my thoughts are more interesting than theirs. Which is not true. I'm not right. That's just my own relative truth. But when you believe that, it's difficult to meet new people, to bring new people into your life. I noticed this when I tried to date. Like, I'm on a date from home. My roommate's like, hey, how'd the date go? I'm like, fine, just need to see her again. I'm like, no, probably not. Like, what happened? You were gone like all night. You didn't like her. You had fun. It was fun. No, it was fun, but it was fun because I was there. Like, that's why. That's why it was good. You ever have that? You're like, hey, this is cool, but it's because I'm crushing it right now. That's why this is functioning as a dialogue. I left this whole thing would fall apart. This is it. I don't need you here for this. I don't need to drop $90 to have someone sit with me while I'm right. It's me. Like, I'm the issue. Like, I know that. I know other people I have my own issues. I'm like, I had a lot, hard to deal with. I have a lot of just like incessant, just all day, just voices just going off. It's not good. It's not like self-affirming. Like, you're doing great. It's like, you fraud. Piece of shit. You're not going to accomplish anything. Oh, good, your name is on a screen. Comedy isn't art. Just shove and forgive your parents. Like all day. Here's my impersonation of a super jealous boyfriend the first time he eats Thai food with his new girlfriend. Yo, who the fuck is Tom Pop? That's the stupidest shit I've ever said out loud. So you laugh, I like you all. Except you with the fucking butt down. Chill out, asshole. I don't smoke much weed. I like it. I'm all about it. I'm all about legalization of marijuana. I'm just unfortunately one of those people who is still sex strong. Like I know, I've tried it all. I've done this guy and the oil and sativa and the fucking indica and the Alaska thunder fucking the Durban poison. And I know, I've done the CBD. I've done it all. There's still, every time I smoke weed, an 80% chance I'm going to suddenly notice how many people are wearing hats, get weirded out by that for reasons I can't explain, and just leave without saying a fucking word to anyone, all right? There are still people in this country who think it's gateway drug. Here's the truth. That's not, okay? That stuff is not a massive story. I've been drunk out of my mind before at a party, and someone offered me a beer and cocaine, and without hesitation, I just chewed it all of it, in a matter of seconds, all right? I've also been high out of my mind before, and someone's offered me a Monster Energy drink, and I was like, no. Hell no, dude. The chemical, you know? I think there's like saccharin in there that can give you mental cancer. So you want to call marijuana a gateway drug, it's because you close the gate. You know what I mean? Like booze is a gateway drug. They can't call it that because there's no gate anymore. Because it's been plowed over by a fucking guy in an F-150 at the tailgate, you know? How many of you around the club listen to music ever? How many of you that applauded to that are surgeons? Now, did you know that? Did you know that surgeons listen to music when they operate? Put on Pandora and just jam out. Some of them make a playlist. It's cool, but it's also a reminder we're just a gig to them. That's it. It's your life, but it's just there at 2:30. Right? Okay, my little brother is a surgeon, okay? That's what he does for a living. He assists surgeons in the operating room. Far too much pressure for a young boy, 26. Like, he has to do are insane. Like, he called me after assisting in an open heart surgery, and he told me what he had to do. He had to reach into a man's opened up chest cavity, grab the beating human heart, and hold it steady while they rotated the patient. Why didn't they rotate the guy first? Saying that out loud, that seems completely backwards. I didn't think to ask. Like the surgeon just barged in, like, cut him open, I'm ready. But doctor, he hasn't been properly rotated. I don't give a fuck, I'm an MD, get the button, motherfucker. All right, fine, Jesus. He always gets like this when he listens to Flight of the Bumblebee. That is such, like, that's too much pressure. My brother's a better man than I am. I could never do that job. Because the whole time I would be fighting thoughts like, fight it. Fight it, do it. Fight right into it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat a man's heart. Do it right now. Yeah, you go to prison, but you'll be the king. You'll be the king of the prison. No one's ever going to fuck with you after they hear you eat a man's heart whilst it still comes to life. I bet that's why they actually wear those masks. In case one of them like, sorry. Sorry. My grandfather's in the donor party. And if it weren't a thought like that, it would be another morbid thought like, man, just do it. Grab this man's heart tightly and rip it out of his chest. Why? Spare him the agony of ever having a lover do it. And like, what if he just did? I can't unthink that. Like, what if it was a mistake? Like, people fuck up at work all the time. What if my younger brother had committed the surgical technique of like spilling a tray of drinks? You know, right? Like, you know, some people, or most people, sneeze normally. Like, achoo, right? But you know, some people sneeze like, like they're trying to fight, turning into a werewolf. That's how my younger brother sneezes. Like he's expelling lazy demons. So he's holding the heart and then, oh shit. Sorry. Now he's just standing there with a disembodied heart. The machines, they're all staring at him like, who sent you? I would hope in that moment, if it ever happened, that he would just own it. You know, like, I was quitting his job anyway. Fuck you, nerds. It's not what happened, don't worry. My brother didn't accidentally murder a guy. In fact, the surgery wasn't even the main reason he called me. The main reason he called is because he wanted me to know that the head surgeon, for the duration of that surgery, whilst performing it, made a playlist that they listened to that was comprised of one band. And that band was Korn. Someone said Nickelback. Close enough, but not really. Korn! Korn. Anyone remember 90s new metal phenomenon Korn? Spelled with a K and a backwards R. Creators of such hits as All I Do Is Dream About Sex and Freak on a Leash, you remember, Surgery Jam. Maybe you're like me and you grew up in the 90s. Well, I saw Korn live in high school, and it sucked. But it wasn't the band's fault, because I couldn't even hear the band. They started shouting in the pit about who got into which medical school. Over here was all Johns Hopkins, over there was all Harvard, and all Duke. I'm like, guys, fight down! Trying to listen to Gospel Life, man. Korn! Like, remember hardcore Korn fans? Colonels, as I call them? Already spelled the K, just had a backwards C. The Colonels look like the band. And if you remember Korn, the members of Korn all look like post-apocalyptic Rastafarian carnival barkers sponsorship. So you know that these Colonel's parents are always coming down on them hard, like, you are never going to amount to squat looking like that, with a face full of piercings and a chain wallet that dang long. The chain's too long. Defeats the purpose of it. Someone can just get the walls out of those baggy freaking jeans and just, with all that slack, just step out of view and take their time cherry picking. Even write you a note. Thank you for not grasping the concept of this defensive accessory. I could really use this Hot Topic gift card. You're never going to amount to guess what? I'm sure a lot of colonels did, except this one. They were like, oh yeah, fuck you, Mom and Dad. I'll show you. And now she's a surgeon. Yeah, that's right, California. Oh, I thought this was the fucking frontier where open minds came to roam. That's right, the church is the woman. Because women can also be porn fans. And why wouldn't they be with such beautiful lyrics that those are chord lyrics, by the way. It's not like I forgot the song and it's just gibberish singing. Nay, those are the lyrics. And it's written down. It's not like the lead singer was just power scatting in the moment. No, they're written out. If you look up their biggest hit, Freak on a Leash, 250 million views on YouTube alone. Look up the lyrics to that song. It's the fucking bridge of the song. Dabuna, Namina. The fuck is that? Seems like the lead singer Florence has had epilepsy, and neither he nor the band knew what it was. So when he was about to lay down the vocals to Freak on a Leash, he started having another epileptic seizure. And from the recording, the band was like, oh shit, record, man, he's going into genius mode again. Oh god, I blacked out. What just happened? Another platinum single? But here's the thing. I was a bit of a colonel myself. So, I like to give the band the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the lead singer, Jonathan Davis, was a genius. And that power scatting is actually him giving surgery instructions in Latin. While they were listening to it in the OR, like, wait, did he just say Dabuna Namina? Was it Namina or Mamina? This is important. Namina? Okay, thank you. Scalpel. We've been working really well. Before the divorce. You're like your parents. I was talking about my own divorce, although both apply actually. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Booms. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Portland, Oregon. Yeah. When I was kind of setting up doing this, they were like, "Why don't we do it up in Seattle, where you're from?" And I was like, "Well, where's a place just as close where cousins that I don't want to see won't come?" Portland, Oregon. Crazy Keith won't make it out tonight. I love Keith. Not at my shows. I mean, I guess I just want to be honest about who I am. I'm Nick. I'm a 36-year-old white male. Just living the struggle. You know, it is tough out there in Portland. Thank you guys for being here. That means so much. And I want to be a good guy. And that should be your first clue that I'm a bad guy. Good guys don't say that. They're just bad. So the fact that I'm striving for something that I'm not, It's a good sign? It's a good sign. Great sign, right? No. That's actually my wife's handwriting. So when I asked you to do that, I was really just. So, you have an M. Night Shyamalan movie today? Yes, sir, I do. Wait a minute, but you're not M. Night Shyamalan. No, I'm actually his ghostwriter. Bet you didn't know he had one of those. I didn't know? That's a fun twist. You're damn right. All about. Amazing. So tell me about this new movie. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be about this event that makes people kill themselves. Oh, that kind of reminds me of Bird Box. Bird Box? Is that a movie? No, what kind of a dumb movie title is Bird Box? I'm talking about a box of parakeets I used to have. Okay. Yeah, and they all killed themselves after, catching a glimpse of me naked. Oh, my lord. Yeah, they must have looked over when I was changing or something. Not great for my self-esteem. Yeah, no, I guess that wouldn't be. So anyway, what happens in the movie? Well, we're going to start off in Central Park, and this girl is freaking out because everyone around her is killing themselves because of this toxin. Why isn't she affected? I don't know. Fair enough. And then we're going to meet the main character, Elliot, who's a high school science teacher. Oh, who's a high school science teacher? Yeah, is that a problem? It's just that I wanted to cast Mark Wahlberg in this movie, but nobody's going to buy him as a science teacher. Oh, yeah, he's more of a tough guy, I guess. Unless we get him to talk in a strangely high-pitched voice. Right, he could be like, hey, guys, I'm a science teacher. People are killing each other. What's going on? That works for me. So he's going to be telling his class that sometimes nature does weird things and scientists just make stuff up to put in the books. What? And then he tells one of his students that he has a perfect face, but one day he's going to be ugly. Oh, this guy's just the worst teacher. And then they're going to find
Bitcoin, the best money we've ever had. It's a different kind of money.
Terrorist attack in Central Park? That doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't that make sense? It's one of the most popular places in the world. Yeah, he doesn't think it makes any sense. Well, okay then. So what do? The natural thing anybody would do if they suspect terrorists are attacking. They go to a crowded train station and get on a crowded train. They go to a crowded train station and get on a crowded train. Those places would never be targeted during attack. Yeah, so Elliot's going to take the train with his distant wife Alma, his co-worker Julian, and Julian's daughter Jess. Why is Alma distant? Well, we're going to find out that she went to have tiramisu with a co-worker. She had tiramisu with him? Yeah, it's going to be super dramatic. Maybe that storyline would be a bit more interesting if she did more than just have tiramisu with him. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So maybe they had cheesecake. Never mind. Okay, so anyway, then the train is going to stop and everyone's going to get kicked off. Why? Well, the train conductor's like, we lost contact with everybody, so it's standard procedure to abandon you all in the middle of nowhere. Very harsh train procedures. So then they're going to learn that this thing is hitting smaller and smaller populations. How do they learn that? Oh, well, I realized I can have news anchors deliver exposition, so, that's how it's going to happen always. The characters aren't going to figure anything out for themselves? Not really, no. This news thing was much easier for me. Well, okay then. And so Elliot and Alma and Jess get a ride from the guy who loves plants and hot dogs. Oh, what's that character like? I just told you, he loves plants and hot dogs. That's the whole character? Yup. And he tells Elliot that he thinks plants are responsible for this whole thing. Oh. Yeah, he says they're able to evolve and emit toxins to survive. Interesting. And so they're going to break off into little groups, and the little group that Elliot isn't in is going to start killing themselves. Oh, no. And so Elliot's group is going to start yelling at him like, we have to do something, and this is on you. That's pretty mean. Yeah, so he's going to have to use his science brain real fast. He's going to be like, all right, be scientific, douchebag. Identify the rules. Design the experiment. Blah, blah, blah. And what does he figure out? He figures out that, oh, maybe it is the trees, right? So, yeah, then he's pretty sure it's the trees. I mean, yeah, okay. So then they're going to have to outrun the wind. Oh, outrunning the wind is tight. I know all about that. You do? Yeah, that's when you fart and you try to leave the room before the smell hits, right? No, I mean, they're literally going to outrun the actual wind. You're an idiot. And then they're going to try to get some help from a crazy hermit person, but he ends up killing 2 teenagers that are with them. Oh, my lord. Yeah, so they learn their lesson and they go get help from a different crazy hermit person. How crazy are we talking? Well, in the middle of the night, she's going to be like, are you guys trying to murder me in my sleep? Oh, yeah, that is pretty paranoid. Yeah, so Elliot's like, what? No, ma'am, no, we're not. Very convincing crazy lady. Nothing. She's just gonna die. Oh, so what was the point of all that? I don't know. Fair enough. And then Elliot's gonna end up in a different house than Alma, but they can talk through a speaking tube. Okay. And they're like, you know what? If we're about to die, let's at least be together. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. So Alma drags that little girl Jess outside so she can go kiss her husband. Very romantic. And so they all die. Nope. Because whatever was happening stopped. Why did it stop? It just stopped. I don't know. Well, okay then. And so yeah, that's about it. Wait, where's the twist? What do you mean? Don't M. Night Shyamalan movies usually have some kind of cool twist in them? Yeah, it was the tree thing. The deadly thing was the tree. But that happened so early in the movie. Yeah, but a lot of characters didn't believe it, but then yeah, that is what it was. So the twist is that that was the twist? Sure. And so what's the movie called anyway? Oh man, I completely forgot to think of the title. Let me just think of something now. Oh, it's gonna be hard to come up with a title off the top of your head. No. It's gonna be super easy, fairly inconvenient. Oh really? Yeah. I mean, let's see. Something happens in the movie, right? Something happens in every movie. Yeah, but like especially in this one. Yes. So I guess we could call it The Happening. Yeah, sure, why not? Fantastic. So what do you think overall? Well, it sounds pretty ridiculous to be honest. Oh yeah, you think so? Yeah, but I mean, as long as we can get the stars to stand behind this thing, I think the public will like it. Right? Hey guys, it's Brian here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. We have a ton of these on the channel that you can check out. You can also leave me a comment down below letting me know what other movies you'd like to see pitches for. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share on Facebook and Twitter, spread it around. And as always, check back soon for a new pitch. Bye.
I say either, I say either, I say neither, and I say neither. Either, neither. That's all.
Movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So you know how A Quiet Place was a huge success? Did you bring John Krasinski here? Get that smirking SOB in here. Jimbo. Oh, sorry, sir. No, John Krasinski isn't here. Oh, that's a huge bummer. Sorry, sir, but I did find this book we can adapt that's in the same vein as A Quiet Place. That did make money. I'm listening. Right, so instead of not being able to make noise or monsters will kill you, now if you look at the monsters, they'll kill you. Oh, yeah, that is in the same vein, but it's not that similar. Also, one of the main characters is pregnant. Oh, okay. And the characters adapt the house in a way that helps them survive. Oh, they do. And having a disability in this world is actually kind of an advantage. Right. And things do not work out for the father figure. Okay, maybe stop telling me all the similarities now. Oh, okay. Thanks. The less I know, the better when this ends up going to court. That's smart. So what's the movie called? Is it something about not seeing, like The Blind Side or something? No, that's not the title. That's already a movie with Sandra Bullock. Hey, you know what? I just had an idea of who we can cast in this movie. Oh, yeah? Yeah. John Malkovich. Why did The Blind Side make you think of John Malkovich? I didn't say The Blind
Sometimes
Side
I can't
made you
sleep
think
at
of him.
night,
He's a great actor.
and I wake up thinking of the worst
There you go.
things.
So what is
I
the movie
overthink.
called? Bird Box. Oh, bird boxing is. I
I
made a lot of money betting on that. If you're talking about cockfighting, I'm pretty
self-sabotage
sure that's a felony.
everything.
Oh, whoopsie, you probably go to jail. Yeah, sure.
I
sounds
ruin
that way, but
every
anyway,
relationship
so in the movie, we learned
that I'm
pretty
in.
quickly that if you look at these monsters, you instantly kill
But I'm being
yourself. Oh,
honest. That was not my funny bone. Sometimes in life we go through some really hard times. It's how we bounce back from those hard times. I'm not the world's most perfect person, and I'm sorry for my past and the things that I've done. I recriminate myself every day, wishing that I could go back and change things, but as I go through this, I'm growing through this, and ultimately, I would like to glow through this. All of these obstacles and all these challenges are ones that I'm not necessarily proud about. Nevertheless, I'm doing my absolute best. I'm trying to be a better person. For me, for those who still do love me. Trying to find a reason to keep going every day is hard. There are a lot of challenges and there are a lot of things, and broken hearts. Love can really wreck you. You love someone more than they love you, and ultimate violation of everything is breaking your heart. You gotta get over it. I know it. I've tried. And that's the hardest thing. Thank you, Brown Bear Jamboree. The hardest thing is being hurt. And the hardest thing is not being heard. We are all deserving of love. We're all deserving of a second chance. We're all deserving of someone in our life to say that I'm proud of you, I love you, and you matter to me, that I've got you. It'll happen again. I know it with all of my heart. Deep down in my soul that I know I'm gonna be loved again. Or I'm gonna be really loved. Right now, things feel, I feel things. I feel things unlike a lot of other people do. Emotions hurt me, but that's how I'm special. That's how I'm different. That's right, Brown Bear, the past is gone. And we can sit and we can look back. And we can be stuck in those memories. Because you don't know what someone else is thinking. You don't know what someone else is feeling. Sometimes we delude ourselves in the belief that someone is feeling the same way, when in reality they don't. So this is when we pick up the pieces. This is when we dust ourselves off. We try again. I'm sad. I'm very, 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 very sad. And I'm doing my absolute best. I'm doing my absolute best to hold on. And finding that strength, finding our power, finding what crushing depression, when someone gives you something that's so bright, shiny, and beautiful that you just love so much, and when it's gone, it can feel like the thing that you looked forward to. But what I'm learning or what I'm sensing is you have to find that. Like, I'm bright and I'm shiny and I'm wonderful. I've got that too. And that my bright, shiny, wonderful will matter to someone else. My bright and shiny, wonderful will matter to someone someday. So I'm not the average Christian. I just believe in God. I believe what God tells me, and today Psalm 137. By the rivers of Babylon we sat and wept, and we remembered Zion. There on the poplars we hung our harps, for there our captors asked us for songs. Our tormentors demanded songs of joy. They said, sing us one of those songs of Zion. How can we sing the songs of the Lord while in a foreign land? If I forget you, O Jerusalem, may my right hand forget its skill. May my tongue cling to the roof of my mouth if I do not remember you, if I do not consider Jerusalem my highest joy. Remember, O Lord, what the Edomites did on the day Jerusalem fell. Tear it down, they cried, tear it down to its foundations. O daughter of Babylon, doomed to destruction, happy is he who repays you for what you have done to us. He who seizes your infants and dashes them against the rocks. I don't understand that part. Or maybe I was meant to read Psalm 138. Oh no, it was this one. Psalm 136. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Give thanks to the God of gods. His love endures forever. Give thanks to the Lord of lords. His love endures forever. To him who alone does great wonders, his love endures forever. Who by his understanding made the heavens, his love endures forever. Who spread out earth upon the waters, his love endures forever. Who made the great lights, his love endures forever. The sun to govern the day, his love endures forever. The moon and the stars to govern the night, his love endures forever. To him who struck down the firstborn of Egypt, his love endures forever, and brought Israel. Yep. You know what happened there? To him who divided the Red Sea asunder, his love endures forever, and brought Israel through the midst of it, his love endures forever, but swept Pharaoh and his army into the Red Sea, his love endures forever. To him who led his people through the desert, his love endures forever, who struck down great kings, his love endures forever, and killed mighty kings, his love endures forever, and gave their land an inheritance, his love endures forever, an inheritance to a servant of Israel, his love endures forever. To the one who remembered us in our low estate, his love endures forever, and freed us from our enemies, his love endures forever, and who gives food to every creature, his love endures forever. Give thanks to the God of heaven, his love endures forever. His love endures forever. God is with us. In our lowest of the lows, he will carry us out through the darkness. I could try that too.
Hi, DJ Souls. I'm doing great. I was just watching one of the worst streams I've ever seen. Somebody faking being depressed to talk about how they felt so bad about their body just so they could show off their body to get all these simps fanboying over them. I think I was just watching an actual sociopath, so that frustrates me. Like, she has 98 people watching her because she's a 6, a slightly above average looking girl. I don't know. She was trying to pretend to be depressed, but clearly just faking it to try to get attention. So that did frustrate me. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry, I shouldn't judge her looks, but she was decent looking. And she had all these fanboys like, "Oh girl, you got this. You're so strong. You look so beautiful." And it's like, if you're not depressed, like, that's a real disease. That's something that I've dealt with my entire life. So it really does piss me off to hear somebody claim that just so they can fish for compliments. I'm not going to share the link because she doesn't deserve the attention. But yeah, I've kind of been just looking around for other people talking about depression, seeing if there's a community that I could get involved with. No, I know DJ. I wanted to give her a chance. I watched for a while. I know that I'm not the best judge of people, but I can tell a sociopath when I see one. Like when somebody is faking a disease just so they can play the, "Oh, look at me, I'm so sad. Look how sad I am." Just to get that compliment, it belittles the actual disease. If she was really suffering from depression, she wouldn't manifest that by, yeah, thirst trapping, exactly. She wouldn't manifest her depression by saying, "Oh, I hate my body so much. Look at me in this dress." And then going and putting on a sexy dress and spinning around for the camera to show how depressed she is about her body. And that hurts me personally because I do suffer from depression. So when people appropriate that and try to act like they are so that they can get views, I'm sitting here with one viewer and still streaming after an hour. I don't care. I'm just trying to be here to help the next guy. So that was frustrating. I understand that, shoes aren't for me, so I don't really get your channel. I love your community and I love you guys, but I can appreciate that it's not something I'm an expert in. But mental health, I've got some experience there. And to see a girl just spinning around in her dress talking about how much she hates her body while showing off her body, that's bullshit. Don't give me that crap. And I hate that it works. I hate that it's that easy. I haven't been on Facebook in a long time, but that's a good idea. I appreciate the feedback. You're the only person that's chatted so far. Is there any kind of annoying, like high pitched buzzing in the background? If you don't mind my asking, because I was trying to pull it up on my phone earlier so I could have the chat in front of me. I didn't know if the high pitched buzzing was because of some feedback because I had my phone out. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. That girl is doing her own thing, and people are falling for it, and I feel sad. I wish people took this stuff more seriously. Okay, so you could hear when I pulled that out. Okay. So I won't do that anymore because that was annoying the crap out of me. I definitely don't want to put my stream through that. Okay, yep, that's what I thought. It was a feedback loop. Yeah, like I said, I pulled my phone outside to have the chat right there in front of me, but I started angling the computer instead so I could just see chat from where I was. I'm working on writing some stuff. Okay. Thanks for the advice. I mean, I'm super new to this, and you guys do this every night, so anything you can teach me, I really appreciate. How's your day at work going? I don't know. I'll have to ask her. I talk about, I have this amazing relationship with her, and that is absolutely true. But we don't really talk unless it's related to the boys for the most part. You know, I found out 20th through 24th, I'm actually going to be house sitting for her so she can go on a little vacation with her not husband, new boyfriend. So I get to be up there and spend those 4 days with my kids. I know she was, and I don't blame her. I know she was concerned about me. Honestly, that night I had just been released from a psychiatric hold that I put on myself. I had spent 72 hours in a psych ward just to get my head clear and get some medication, but it's been very effective. I know she was worried about me, and she's amazing. She always worries about me. I worry about her too, but she doesn't give me nearly as many reasons to worry about her as I give her reasons to worry about me. Yeah, she was a little over paranoid, I think. You assume we'd be an item again. We do have a date set up for it's May 20th of 1969 or 2069, I think. May 20th, 2069, we're going to go on a date. We've agreed to that because that's going to be our 65th anniversary. So we'll get back together then, I guess. But right now, I'm happy with the way things are with her. She's happy. My kids are happy. That's all that matters. Getting back together with her is not something that really crosses my mind because I don't want to mess up what we have going on. And her and I together didn't work too well. That's right, it's a date. It is a date. And I can wait as long as it takes. But like things are great with us. I mean, you've seen what she did to make sure that I felt seen that night. How many ex-wives are doing stuff like that? How lucky am I? She's incredible. I'm so happy to have her. when we were together, things were not going so well. So I don't want to get back together with her and take a chance on things going badly because it might screw up what we have. And she's happy with where she's at right now. She's doing great. So I'm happy for her. My first priority is my kids, and their first priority is they want mom and dad to be happy. So we take care of each other. I never even asked, do you have kids, DJ Soul? I'm doing good. I'm a little bored, honestly, about to start lunch, but what's on my mind? Well, frustration about that stream I just watched and trying to decide what I got two boys too. Trying to decide what I want to do for lunch. As far as what's on my mind, I don't know. It's a pretty deep question. What's on my mind other than what I want for lunch and being pissed at that streamer? I guess I'm still a little disappointed that nobody has come through that I can help. Yeah, exactly. I just have this, if anybody, if somebody just randomly or searches for a live stream about mental health or chat or whatever, I want to be there for them. In the meantime, I'm doing some writing, watching some YouTube, still trying to figure all this out. Yeah, I'm not good at marketing myself, to be honest. Um, I mean, you said something about Facebook. I guess there are probably groups out there where maybe I could add tags. Okay. See, I don't understand the algorithm at all. I mean, I know if I put PewDiePie and Eminem, then I'll get random searches, but I'm going to end up so low on the search list that it's not going to even matter. See about adding tags. So that would be under description. Certain sneaker titles. The only sneaker title I know it literally is Air Jordans and Yeezys. Hold on. If you give me 1 second, I want to show you what you're dealing with. Can you see these? These are my kicks. This is This is what I wear. These are my sneakers. They're comfortable. They cost me $20, and I love them. So that's my knowledge of shoes. So when I hear you guys talking about the Chicago off-white bacon Air Force Ones, I'm just like, what in the hell are they even talking about? I'm not the shoe guy. I've like the last brand that I was actually loyal to was Airwalks. If you remember those, I don't think they exist anymore. I think Nike bought them and they kind of disappeared after that. But you know, back in my day, those were like the kings. You were the coolest if you had Airwalks. My sneaker knowledge is just, does it fit? Does it feel comfortable? Is it cheap? Oh man, I've seen the shoes in the background on your videos. Like, do you wear them or do you just put them on display? Like, is it just a collection kind of thing? Yeah, laugh at me all you want, man. I've told you I know nothing about this. So I don't know if it was you or your wife I was talking to on Instagram that was telling me about the commodity market of like buying and trading and like profiting on buying shoes. All right. Yeah, I saw some of that on your stream last night, and that's fascinating to me. Like, you gotta understand, this is so foreign to me. Like the fact that people are treating shoes like a commodity when I see the world so basic, it's food, money, shelter. And then I find out, you can trade off-white Air Force Ones and flip them for a profit. Like that's mind blowing to me. Yeah, that's what like the Yeezys, right? You can do that with them. If you can manage to buy them at retail, you can flip them for like a ridiculous upsell. So, okay, this is off topic, or no, it's totally on topic, but random. What about Big Baller Brand? Like, I know they were really limited. There weren't that many out there, and they were selling for a ridiculous price. Are they something that actually flips for profit? Because that whole thing seemed like a joke to me. Like, Lonzo Ball seems like a joke. Some of his kids can play, but starting his own brand like that just seemed insane to me. I didn't Yeah, I didn't know if that actually worked for him or not. Cause wasn't it like $5,000 and you had to wait 6 months to get them or something like that? Okay. So yeah, that's the extent of my shoe knowledge. I thought it was a joke and I guess I was right, but the Yeezys kind of seemed like they would have been a joke too. Like, who gives a crap about Lil Wayne? No offense to any Lil Wayne fans, but what does he know about sneakers? Like, why are his shoes such a hot commodity when Big Baller failed? Like, it seemed like the same concept to me. That's probably a lot more involved question than I thought. There's probably a long, long answer to that, and you don't have to type all that. Lil Wayne was a decent rapper, and I don't give a crap what he has to say about sneakers, so I don't understand why Yeezys are getting flipped for a huge profit. And I know rap, okay? I don't know shoes, but I know rap. And Yeezy, Lil Wayne, overrated as hell. I'm saying it. I'll own it. Man, I just appreciate you typing. It's nice to talk to you. Like I said, I know there's more to it. Like you're talking about a commodities market, and when I think of that, I think like pork bellies and oil barrels, and I know how complicated that stuff can get. No, man, you joined for sure. You didn't have to be talking to me all this long. That's above and beyond your word, and I appreciate it. So you think maybe finding some Facebook groups and posting my channel there might help? All right. Well, coming from the master, that's going to be my next step then. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset up Facebook again. See, now I feel like you're trying to give me positive distractions and keep me busy, occupy my mind. I get what you're saying. I'm all right though. Like I'm over here writing. I'm not just wasting my time right now. And like I said, I'm gonna leave this up just because it might help one person. If that happens, cool. If not, I'm still working on other stuff. I'm not dedicating my life to this just yet. So don't worry about me. I know my wife was, or my ex-wife. I'm not as fragile or broken as she thinks I am. I'm gonna be okay. All right. Okay. Um, I I respect that. Um, honestly, I love the analytics. I don't care about the views, but I love the analytics just because I'm very, very logical minded. I love math. I love to see graphs. I lost a subscriber today, and oh no, I'm freaking out about that, obviously, but I just love that I can see it on the graph, that one little. I love looking at the numbers. The analytics are where it's at for me. And by the way, I can clearly see in those graphs where your influence came in. Like big old spike when you come in, and then a drop off when it's just me talking. But yeah, networking does sound kind of fun. You know, I'm enjoying this. I really am. I was frustrated last night, but that was more on me. It had nothing to do with the channel. I mean, I do get the vibe that you're worried about me, and I'm trying to tell you you don't need to be. I'm gonna be fine. I am fine. I'm having fun with this YouTube stuff. I I've been streaming for an hour and 16 minutes, and I think there have been a total of 2 people that watched. I don't care. It's just fun for me now. You know, I'm not looking to be PewDiePie. I know you're just who you are, and who you are is amazing. I have Instagram now thanks to you guys, and I'd like to use that to be more available if anybody wants to talk. But I could care less how many followers I have. I don't give a crap about my subscribers or my views. I really am just doing this for me because it makes me feel good to put myself out there and to make myself available if anybody else wants to listen. Like, y'all are killing it. I respect that. Okay, I will, but I really don't care about the IG other than just being a way to talk to people. I don't need followers. I don't care. I don't want to be a social media star. I'm not looking at this as a way of monetizing in any way. Could not care less. Okay. You're right. That's my aim. And I am looking for advice on the approach. Oh, don't try to make me a star because that's a losing battle. I'm not a 6. Um, Actually, I'm going to take some notes. So start looking for some Facebook groups to post my channel to. And okay. See, I get that with the Facebook groups getting my name out there. I don't understand how putting a profile picture on my Instagram would matter. I mean, if you think that would help, I'll do it. So they know it's me. I don't think there's anybody out there pretending to be me. I'm trying. I'm trying to connect with my audience. I'm just not sure what my audience is at this point because most of my audience is your audience, and they're sneakerheads that I don't understand. So I've got notes to go to Facebook groups and do an IG photo. I mean, is there any other advice you have? I'll put in the work. I don't care. I have a lot of free time. Okay, so I'm gonna have to actually figure out how to use Instagram. That sucks. I'm not very tech savvy. In case you hadn't figured that out through my like 7 attempts to live stream today, including one where I was live streaming and couldn't stop it for some reason. That was fun. All right. So I got to play around with Instagram a little bit more and figure out how that stuff works. I'm surprised Facebook even still has anyone there. Like that's I thought that site was dead. Oh no, you're good. You're good. I was just saying nice, tell your son hi. I said hi. Yeah, I was just saying I'm gonna go on the Facebook groups, even though I'm surprised Facebook is even still a site. I thought that place was dead. I'll have to play with Instagram and just kind of learn it because literally I downloaded it just to say thank you to you. So I don't know anything about social media, and I guess you need to spread your word at all now. So add it to my list of things to do now that I've figured out how to do a live stream with chat. See, I've never had an IG until this week. Oh, looks like I lost you. But yeah, I never had an IG till this week. I've never owned a Twitter in my life. I don't have an Instagram or no Snapchat. Oh, so I just assumed you left. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I don't know anything about social media. So I have a lot to learn on that because I guess that's the only way to really get your message out. And I think I'm hoping my message is one that might help somebody. And I appreciate learning how to do it from you because the community you built is so amazing. I hope that if I ever have my own community that they're as supportive and just kind as yours is. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind putting in footwork. I just didn't know what footwork to put in. No, honestly, DJ, like you're kind of a role model for me right now. I didn't even really expect to have a YouTube channel. I was just kind of putting my thoughts out into the world, but it occurred to me that maybe what I might help somebody. So I want to keep doing that. You've done it the right way. I've seen some toxic YouTube communities that don't give a shit about anybody but themselves, that will attack outsiders. So I definitely am thankful for any advice you can give, because I don't want to build that kind of community. I don't want any part of that. I want something similar to what you have in their supportiveness and positivity. I want that. So I'm just getting started, but I want to make sure that that's the path that I'm working towards. All right. Positive vibes only, won't allow anything else. Well, if anybody tries to get negative on my channel, I'll shut them down. But so far, that hasn't been a problem, because most of the comments on my channel have been from your viewers who are very positive. So. Yeah, they're savages. I mean, I never felt like they were going to kick me out, because I'd like to think I wasn't bringing negativity, just confusion more than anything. But yeah, you guys are like a wolf pack in a good way. Like, you stick together, you fight for each other, you'll support. Yeah, trolls, exactly. Just, yeah, like what you built, congratulations on doing that, because that's not easy. Getting a following, like Jake Paul has a following, but I would trade his support for yours. I would take yours over him any day, because I mean, look at the following. Do you really want to be? Just fuck Jake Paul in general is what I'm saying. I love the positivity coming from your community. Yeah, family, exactly. You guys are like a family, and I love it. I do wish I knew more about sneakers so I could feel like more a part of it, but if nothing else, it's my goal to build something similar. And like I said on Snapchat or Insta or whichever it was, like, we're clearly going for two different audiences here. Like, I'm not trying to compete. Like, I don't know a damn thing about sneakers. I showed you my shoes. So I appreciate your advice. I'm gonna be doing those. Man, I gotta learn how Instagram works. That sucks. I don't mind putting in the work, and I appreciate your advice. It's good to learn from somebody who's already done what you're trying to do. Now, I hope you don't mind. No, it's gonna suck. I hate technology, man. I couldn't even learn about shoes. Now I'm supposed to learn about social media. But hey, about to smoke a cigarette, and I don't really like doing that on camera because I just think it looks bad and rude. So I'm going to step away from my camera, but I'll still be reading the chat if you want to keep talking. If not, thank you for stopping by and thank you for the advice. I really appreciate it. Thank you, DJ Souls. Like I said, I don't like smoking on the stream. Just feel like it looks trashy. It says I have 3 viewers now. If any of you are looking to talk, I'm here. If not, I'll just go back and be around in case anybody needs me.
fatal. Yeah, and so we're gonna follow this pregnant lady Mallory into a house with a bunch of other survivors. The monsters can't go indoors. Nope. How come? And so we're gonna intercut these scenes in the house with scenes in the future where Mallory and two kids are the only ones left alive. Doesn't that kind of spoil that everyone's gonna die? Yeah, but non-linear storytelling is like a thing that movies do sometimes. But in this case, we're gonna have a hard time getting attached to the characters immediately knowing that they're gonna die. Yeah, it's just the thing that movies do sometimes. Don't worry about it too much. Well, okay then. Anyway, so the guy whose house they're staying in has the idea to try to look at the monsters through security cameras. Oh, that's pretty smart. Yeah, so they all tie him to a chair in front of the screen and leave the room. Oh, and they wait just outside the door in case he needs help. No, they just kind of go about their business. And so, yeah, he dies. Oh my God. And eventually the gang is going to run out of food, so they're going to black out the windows of a car and use the navigation system to get to a supermarket. Oh, that's pretty smart too. Yeah, and Mallory's going to find a cage full of birds. You know how supermarkets always have live birds for sale? Of course. How else would they fill up the egg section? So then they're going to figure out that birds go crazy when monsters are nearby. Is that helpful to know? Yeah, this way she could carry around a box with birds in it and know when the monsters are close. So that she just always keep her eyes closed outside though? Of course, she even has a blindfold. So I don't understand why she needs a bird box. Do the monsters physically attack them too? No, it's just if you look at them, you kill yourself. So if the bird chirps, they close their eyes extra tight, I guess. I guess that's helpful. Yeah. So I guess the survivors decide to live in the supermarket then. Well, this mean guy Douglas suggests that, but Mallory's like, no, we're going back to the house. We left some people there. Well, why don't they do a couple of back and forths and try to bring everyone to the supermarket? Well, they're gonna find out that there's a crazy guy locked in the garage, and it's not safe there. I mean, if he's locked in there, all they have to do is not open that door.
Alright, so actually, I think I'm gonna shut the stream down for now. I'll be back online later, but I'm gonna start looking into some of the stuff the DJ was suggesting. See if maybe I can get my own following. I appreciate everybody who was here. I will be online later. Thank you. See you soon.